Hi, so tonight we're going to look at this path analysis that's going to look at the various factors that relate to job satisfaction among 30 nurses. So our first layer is going to show a relationship between the years of experience and the predictor of income. And in this case, we have a linear regression that we look at the standardized coefficient of 0.734 with a p-value that is less than 0.000. So in this case, we're going to keep that relation. Our second layer, let's choose another color here. Let's do purple, is we're going to look at the years of experience in relation to autonomy and whether age affects autonomy. And in this case, we have a coefficient of 0.083, which is very low, and a p-value of greater than 0.01. So we're not going to keep this one in our reduced model. And then when we look at years of experience, we've got a coefficient of 0.852 with a p-value of less than 0.00. So in this case, we're going to keep that one. And then our last layer that we're going to look at is we're going to look at all of these factors. We're going to look at whether age affects job satisfaction, autonomy, income, and years of experience. And in this case, we have 0.232 with a p-value of less than 0.16. So we're going to keep this one. Autonomy is 0.476 with a significant p-value 0.001. Our income 0.450 less than 0.003, and our years of experience being a negative value of 0.012, but our p-value is 0.943, which is not significant, and when we look at our reduced model, we're going to eliminate that one. So then when we look at our reduced model, we're going to eliminate these factors that didn't mean anything to us. So we're going to eliminate this one, and we're going to eliminate this one to make a new model. So let's go ahead and look at our reduced model. And then we're going to run those coefficients again to see if the numbers change. So remember that our first value was just a single layer. This value is not going to change, 734 with a good p-value. So we know we're going to keep that one. And then we're going to look at, we kept years of experience to autonomy, but we eliminated age. All right, and we look at years of experience to autonomy as 0.83 with a significant p-value. And then when we look at our last one, we kept age with job satisfaction, 0.230 with a p-value of 0.011. We keep autonomy, 0.469 with a good p-value. And we kept income with a 0.446 less than 0.001, and we eliminated this years to job satisfaction. So when we consider this, we can look at, when we are trying to interpret what this means, is we look at years of experience has a correlation to autonomy. As nurses have an increased number of years, they feel like they have more autonomy. And this is a pretty strong correlation at 0.83. That's pretty significant. It means that there's a pretty strong correlation there. The same thing with years of experience to income. As a nurse has more years of experience, her income will be higher. 0.73 is a medium to strong correlation. Usually when you get closer to that 0.8, it's even stronger, but the fact in my head of it being over 0.7 is a pretty strong coefficient. And then when we look at our income, which is 0.446, and our autonomy being 0.469, These both have strong correlations, and these are kind of medium correlations to job satisfaction. And we also consider that age has some relationship to job satisfaction, but with this coefficient of 0.230, it's a little bit weaker because we're definitely closer to 0 than we are to 1. And even the p-value is showing us that the significance is less. We're still at less than 0.05, but we're not anywhere near the 0.001 of these other relations. So in this case, we know that years of experience is definitely a factor in the income of our nurses and in the autonomy that the nurses feel, but that income, autonomy, and age all drive the job satisfaction of these nurses.